My guest this afternoon has spent her time during lockdown helping our community by offering free online tutoring lessons to children who may otherwise fall behind because of lockdown. Reshmi Kalam set up Home Learning Maidstone to support parents and pupils learning from home while schools were closed. And Reshmi joins us now. Hello, Reshmi.
Hi there.
How did Home Learning Maidstone come about?
Oh, well, this was a plan since March last year. And that was when I was doing my previous volunteering project. That was law with NHS and other community people where I used to go door to door, providing them with free hot cross buns during Easters and all sorts of other goodies and helping charities. That's when I used to interact a lot with the families who happened to inform me about how things are going downhill with the education is concerned, and they can all help their kids. They have to work at home for themselves, and then looking after the kids is just too much to juggle with. That's when I realized there is a need over here. And I started with one student. I thought, okay, I might help because I have been academic myself and I have been a degree holder from Strathclyde University. I am a master's, perhaps, MSc in human resource to be precise. And since that background of mine helped me cope with the pressure that the child is feeling, and I understand how it becomes too wordy, too much to focus, and that's when it started last year, March 2020. And ever since then, it just started with like a snowball effect. One or the other parents just started appearing to me. Then, when the lockdown was over, the first lockdown was over, and things were getting pretty much back to normal, I started with small groups, like 3 to 4 kids. Like that was perhaps face to face. But then eventually, when second lockdown happened and the third, and it just moved into complete online remote learning platform where I started building my website, started interacting a lot of kids on Zoom, organizing free clubs, and then whatever the parents who can afford a tutor used to pay me for my hours, because I had to afford the books as well as buy those books, and I don't want parents to buy them. I want to provide them for free, and the extra lessons or extra hours that I'm exerting, that again was free of cost for all my parents, whether they pay me or not pay me, irrespective. And I'm pretty happy that parents are benefiting from it so much. Now I'm targeting to reach those parents specifically, who cannot afford tutors. They are my primary aim now, and I really want you to use this platform to call out those parents who think that hiring a tutor is a far off dream.
That was going to be my next question around who your courses are targeted at. So, what age group then are you targeting these courses at?
So currently, I'm teaching, to be honest, from reception year up until GCSE. In GCSE, I think there are subjects that I'm focusing on is science and maths, because I have other tutor who can help me. And if I need to hire other tutors, I'm happy to get them on board. If somebody wants to volunteer or somebody wants to pay in an hourly rate, even that works for me. So I want to help from the reception year up until GCSE, as I'm doing currently.
So, these are virtual classes, aren't they? Can you sort of describe how one of your courses or one of your classes works? So, is it like 9 o'clock, everyone logs in to a Zoom meeting? What happens?
You would be surprised to know a lot of parents are very aversive about online lesson, because they think that it's all Zoom group classes, and I'm taking in every kids in a group. But no, I regret I don't have more than 7 days in a week, but I do individual classes, and that helps the kid to come out and speak more and share their concern freely, because there's nobody else listening. It's just the kid and myself who's helping them. So that makes the parents more at ease that it's only the child getting complete 100% attention, even if the class is for an hour or 2 hours. And that's how I have divided my entire week, that every child, one child at a time, and every child get equal amount of 100% attention, where they do not have to worry about that their concern is being shared among other kids, or it is being dealt in a group where they have to feel nervous before sharing. So I just to cut down that struggle even further down, because I understand how things become when you have to stare at the screen and speak at the screen.
Now, obviously, being able to continue with their schoolwork at home is one of the issues that our kids are facing at the moment. This week, in fact, is Children's Mental Health Week. And I was just wondering, are you picking up on any stresses in the kids that you're teaching, specifically relating to lockdown and being at home all the time?
Oh, yes. I have seen kids struggling to answer questions because they have lacked in their social life, their normal routine life, where they can get to interact with their friends and they happen to be more chirpy and friendly and out of the box. But now they feel like more tied up into a box where they don't know what to say when they are asked simple questions or simple things. Perhaps they get so scared they don't want to answer back on the screen. They see a person who's just happened to come on the screen and it's new for them, and they don't know what to say to this person, whether she will understand or not. All sorts of things I can tell because I have done my safeguarding training before I started this project, and I can tell that kid is not at ease. So it completely becomes a all new entire process where I have to do that ice breaking. But again, in this mental health week for children is concerned, the theme for this week, which I am aware of, is to express yourself. And that's what I let the kids do all throughout my project since I've started last year. And that's what my key concern was, that let the child express themselves. Some have the habit of expressing through arts. Some may be good in writing, some may be good in dancing, some may be good in music or something else. And I treat each of them as individual and different to each other. So that's the only reason why that kids get to open up, and that's the only reason why they stay with me, because they feel at ease that the teacher, Miss Reshmi, allow us to express ourselves in the manner that we can express ourselves, like we are comfortable expressing ourselves to Miss Reshmi.
So listen, you sound like such a caring, passionate, and motivated individual. Is
Thank
that
you.
what drove you to set up home learning for Maidstone?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think I have been very fearless when I started this project. Perhaps before I started this project, when I started free pizzas for NHS, that was when I started visiting COVID hot hub as well, almost towards the door of COVID hot hub in Maidstone Hospital, where I decided that I have to reach to that key worker who's working in COVID, and I have to give them this free pizza to say thank you. And I think I have been very fearless in the entire process. From that experience, I think I realized that that attitude in me, that if I have a good initiative and if I have a purposeful, worthwhile project, I can deliver it free of cost. I can deliver it no matter whatever it takes. And because of that fearlessness, I think I have achieved so far. And that's how I think Home Learning Maidstone is born. That's how I think this project has become so successful.
So, your online website, you just mentioned it there, Home Learning Maidstone.
Hmm.
If our listeners are really interested to find out more, potentially get some lessons, either free lessons or extra lessons for their children, what can they
Hmm.
do? How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, well, my website has my phone number, my mobile number. Nobody gives out the mobile number, but I have given out my mobile number. I have given out my mobile number as well as my direct email address for homelearningmaidstone@gmail.com. So they just write to me, they call me, they text me, or I'm on WhatsApp. Let me know what your concern is, because that's what I'm doing 24/7. I teach 7 days a week, to be honest. And I have not even taken a day off because I want to make this project benefit those people who think the hiring tutor is impossible or handling their kids is impossible. I am telling you, it is possible. And that's the reason why I've given all the direct contacts in the website.
And the website address?
Oh, yes, homelearningmaidstone.co.uk, www.homelearningmaidstone.co.uk.
Reshmi, listen, you sound like a fantastic individual. Really, really impressed with everything you've been doing. Keep up the good work, and thanks for everything you're doing for us here in Maidstone.
Thank you so much, Jason.